Okay, guys, I'm recording the video. Uh, I'm just trying something a bit different, but what I want to talk about, and I promised myself that I was going to start doing more religious videos on this website. Let me get this out the way. I'm going to let people know I'm not a big fan of religion or Christianity, but I do believe I believe in a higher power. I believe that, because it's got to be because of the sunshine, the rain, and all that kind of stuff that comes within I know that may not sit well with some people. The way I put it out there, it may sound weak to some people to say there's got to be, they want you to say where there is, you know what I mean? And maybe that's what I should be saying, but uh, I know it's not going to sit well with people with me saying it coming off like that. But anyway, I want to try to make sense out of this video, and I haven't gotten very much understanding. I want to get into the habit. I would love to get into the habit of finding out more what different words mean. And since I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, it kind of encouraged me is to say, well, you know what, you need to look into this here and find out what the different words of the Bible mean. Now, I might do a little bit of reading, and it's dealing with what you call, well, I'm gonna be dealing with uh the word bastard, and I want to try to break it down to my understanding from what I have gotten out of it. Because at a time, once upon a time, I used to didn't understand what that word meant, bastard. You know what I mean? Until I just kept on just living my life, and the more you seek and search, you kind of get an idea of what that word is. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't, like myself, don't know all of the full meaning of what that word means. A lot of time we grow up in the church, and that's the one thing about I hate about Christian with religion. That's why I don't associate myself with it, because it allows you to just go through the motions and not question a lot of things, and to me that's part of what religion are too. You know what I mean? You follow something and without questioning it. A lot of people want cheap religion. A lot of people, no, they want, let me back up. A lot of people want cheap salvation. You know what I mean? You may say, what is, they want this cheap thing, this cheap way, they want this cheap way of Christianity over their lives. You know what I mean? Which means it represents that you don't have to do very much, but just live the life the way I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's all kinds of things up in one. You know what I mean? But uh, what I want to talk about is the word bastard, and it's coming from the Bible. You know what I mean? And like I said, I'm not a Christian, and I don't claim to be a Christian and or anything of that nature. But I would say at one time I used to read my Bible every day, but I don't do it like I should. But the main one of the main things that I want to say is we speaking of, when we talk about religious, you're talking about the different beliefs of where people grow up under certain things and on a certain way of believing things, and you grow up with that, you know what I mean, and not understand. And that's part of me too. You understand, it's a certain amount of things you understand in the Bible, but there's a certain amount of things that I don't understand, you know what I mean, that I try to seek to get a better understanding of it. And it's a word I want to try to break down. A word, it's dealing with the word like genetic, so to speak. And you know what I mean? What is a bastard? You know what I mean? What is a bastard? From the definition of what I have learned, look in the it's somewhere in Timothy. It talks about uh infidel. If I don't know if it applies. You can apply those two words together, but it applies to saying uh, infidel is somebody like another description of answering a question or meaning of a word is called uh, a non-believer. That's what I wanted to say, a non-believer. Now I don't know how this video is. When I go back and view the video, I don't know how it's going to come out, but I'm gonna do the best that I possibly can. So let me get right off into what I want to talk about. I'm coming from Deuteronomy chapter 23, and hopefully this will encourage myself. It's just to try to be a little bit better. I'm not a Christian, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not a Christian. I don't profess to be no Christian. You know what I mean? But I'm just, my life is where it is right now. It says, he that is wounded in the stones or have his private members cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Now, think about that for a moment. There's a couple of things that I would like to break down here. It says, a bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. What is a congregation? Is a gathering together. He will not be able to be in the presence of the assembly of a holy people. He will not be able to assemble you know what I mean. In other words, when it says even unto his 10th generation, that's talking about, okay, like I have children, and then my children's children have children. That's talking about me passing my legacy on down and having a 10th and a 5th and a 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 15, or maybe 25 generation. All of my families, all my offspring, from my grandchildren, from my great grandchildren, and then their grandchildren, then their great great grandchildren will have that genetically, so to speaking, that curse. You see what I'm saying? Because they sprung out of me. You know, there are so many other words that I can use to break it down. You know what I mean? It's like carb. You know, it's like one person came from that my family gene incarnated after me, and they started going and creating cousins and brothers, and then you got your grandpa, and then you got your grandpa, and then I would be the great great grandfather of all of my great great grandchildren. And then they grow up, and then they have grandchildren and great great grandchildren, and so and that's what it means when it says even unto his 10th generation. The 10th generation means my generation, the way that I live, it would that same demonic spirit can be passed on to my other siblings. You know what I mean? Like if my son, if I'm a drug addict, and I'm just using this for logic to make a point. If I'm a drug addict or a drug dealer or whatever, then naturally, if my child sees me, and what's going to happen is that demonic influence that's on me is going to rub off on him, and it'll be passed on down from my son, and it'll go to, if he have a son, then it's going to pass on to his son, and then if that son have a son, then it's going to go on down from son to son. It's going to be like my great great grandson will get that same habit. If you look in Chronicle, in the book of and Second Chronicles, you will see how it talks about how the children walked into the ways of their forefathers, and how their forefathers, they suffer in the sins of their foreparents, and all of that, those different types of things. So when it talks about the word, let me see if I can make more sense out of this here. The word bastard. The word bastard also, I said non-believer, but a bastard is another word for, I was told that it was something that's born out of wedlock. You see what I'm saying? Like there's a text in the Bible, it talks about, what is that? There's a text in the Bible, in the New Testament, it says, it breaks that word down. It says, before you became sons, you were bastards. Now you are sons of him. You are born, like it'll tell you, you are born of the Spirit. Now you are no more bastards, but you are sons of God. I forgot how, I ain't read the Bible in a while, people, so I'm not gonna even try to even get into all of that. But I just wanted to just do this video to make that point, to show us that what the definition. What I probably would do after I finish doing this video, I'm gonna look up the word as soon as I finish doing the video, I'm gonna look up the word bastard. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the meaning of it, and then once I get the meaning of it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paste the meaning of the word into this video. That's what I would do. I would do that before I post this video to Facebook, Twitter, and or whatever. It's gonna go to YouTube automatically, but before I post it to Twitter and Facebook and all of that, I'm gonna make sure that I edited that piece in that. But before I do that, before I post it, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna edit it. You know, edited the meaning of the word in that and give it to you. So that's what I like to do, is give a deeper meaning of what it is, because I know there's a lot of different meanings, because I could, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to have it wrong. That's my hope. My hope is that I don't want to have it wrong. I could, you know, but I probably could have kind of explained it. I probably kind of got it right, you know. It's something that's born out of out of the, you know, just born and out of wedlock or something. You know what I mean? A bastard. You know, a bastard is somebody that is, I would say, that does things, but they does a lot of things that's not good. You know what I mean? A bastard, they say, could be a robber, somebody that kills people, all of those things. You know, you can, you know, all of that, because when you are something like that, it represents something negative. You know what I mean? It does not represent nothing good. So I hope that kind of explained it a little bit. If you feel that it didn't make sense to you, or you feel that you need me to give you some further information, I'm gonna do everything I can is to try to put that in the description box or whatever. I'm not trying to gain recognition. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm not trying to whatever. I'm just I use the Bible, but I'm not gonna stand up here and say I'm a Christian or whatever. I'm not gonna do that. But I do like talking with logic and trying to get a better understanding of what I do, what I'm into or whatever. I'm not gonna say I'm into the Bible like that. I just promised myself that I was gonna upload more videos to YouTube. For the most part, I have questions about it. I'm still in that moment of asking questions about different things, so I'm still, although we're not going to understand everything, but we understand some things. So in the meantime, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm out. I'll be back at you all a bit later, and I'll make sure I paste the meaning of the words inside of the video and put the links in the description box. Okay, I'm out now.